Hey everybody, welcome back to Recruiting 101 with Camille and Kierra. Recruiting 101 is dedicated to helping candidates understand the process from a recruiter's perspective. In this segment, we'll be sharing tips and tricks as we experience them. This week's topic is about how to respond to a recruiter.
Yeah, so oftentimes recruiters will reach out to you about specific roles, but if they are an agency recruiter, we just wanted to give you some information about what they're doing when they are reaching out. It's not always the best idea to just decline their message because what you might not know is that we are working on a ton of different roles at a time. So just because we sent you a message for one role doesn't mean you couldn't be a fit for another role that we're working on. So instead of just declining, I think it could be a good practice to just respond and tell them why this role wouldn't be a fit or what you'd be looking for.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a lot of different practices here. We have our managed practice, on demand, marketing, HR, sales, IT. So I think even if something's not a fit for you, maybe the person reaching out, but I have always shared resumes with different people in the practice. There's always someone that might have something for you, even if it's like a month down the road or something. Always just good to have that connection. Make sure to follow them on LinkedIn or connect with them. Never burn those bridges. It's always good to just be polite and respectful. Something might work out in the future for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And like Camille said, like we always get new roles in. So if we don't have something that might be of interest to you right now, if you do let us know what could be of interest, then in the future, if we get that role in, we can reach out and be like, hey, we just got this role in. I know this is what you're looking for. Take a look at the job description, let us know what you think, and we can move forward that way. So don't ever just count out a recruiter if you are really actively seeking a new job, because we could find a good fit for you in the future.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's a good point to share what you're looking for or maybe why this wouldn't work for you. Maybe it has to do with salary, benefits, going into the office, maybe day-to-day responsibilities. Maybe you want a manager level. Maybe you're at a manager level and you don't want direct reports anymore. So all of that is really good information for us to have. And odds are we'll probably be able to have something come across our desk within the next 6 months that we could reach out to you about, and we'd be happy to share with you.
Yeah, I've had people in the past say, like, can you just send me the job descriptions? I have a really busy schedule. I don't really have time to talk to recruiters because I'm talking to so many right now. But I do think that it's really worth your time to hop on a 10-minute call. Or you can set that duration and be like, hey, I have 10 minutes, but yeah, I would be willing to hop on a call with you. And I think that would help a lot. Not only does it help us because we know exactly what you're looking for, we can get that information in just a couple minutes, what industry, what types of jobs that align with your experience and what you're looking for. So I do think that 10 minutes is definitely worth your time. We aren't always going to know what to send you based on a resume. That doesn't always tell us everything we need to know or your interests. So I definitely think taking that 10 minutes, just hop on a call is definitely going to be worth your time in the future as well.
Definitely. And I had actually spoken with someone on the HR practice team 6 months before I started my job here at Hirewell. And the reason I started at Hirewell and applied for the role is because I saw her content on LinkedIn. So even though she was hiring for an external position, it just didn't seem like what I wanted to do at the time. It was great that I connected with her, followed her on LinkedIn, and saw her content, and then that's what brought me here to hire well. So that was also a benefit. I didn't know that was going to come out of that conversation with her, talking to her about an HR contract role. So that was really great. So I'm definitely an example of connecting and being respectful to the recruiter and just building that relationship.
Yeah, I kind of had a similar experience. I built that relationship months before I had started here as well. I think that it's so important to make those connections and network early with people. Also, as recruiters, we have a lot of recruiter connections. So, a lot of the people that we're connected with are also recruiters. So, even if we like a job post that someone else shares, you could see that and it could be a good fit. So, there's just many ways that you could find a fit just by making that connection with one recruiter. I just think that leads to so many different avenues that you could really benefit from.
Definitely, yeah. And I think even in the future, just building out your network on LinkedIn is really helpful. Being able to have that relationship with recruiters, they'll 100% be more comfortable sending your resume to their coworkers or to their friends. If they've spoken with you, they'll want to find a new role for you. They'll share your information, just knowing that you're a good person, have spoken with you before. So I think there's really no cons to having that 5 or 10 minute conversation.
Those relationships are extremely important, like you said. I know the last thing I wanted to point out was that we also have a lot of great tips for resumes and interviews that we would be more than willing to help you with if we have that relationship with you. So I think that's another great point.
Definitely. Yeah. I actually had someone reach out to me that I'm speaking with after work today who's looking to make a career change, actually in a teaching position. So I'm interested to
Awesome.
hear what she is looking for, but she just wanted to talk. I'm not sure if I'll have anything, but I'm sure I'll be able to share with her some tips for resumes, interviewing, and I'll be able to connect with her and connect her with my coworkers once I find out what she's looking for. So it's really nice just to have those like informational conversations just because you don't really know what it's going to lead to. So even if you're on the other side of it, you can reach out to a recruiter yourself, see if they have time to chat. I know some have reached out to you too, and just build those relationships with them because they do have tips. They do know a lot about the process. They've been it themselves. They do it. They interview candidates. So it's really helpful to get someone else's opinion on your resume. And just see what they can do for you. So I think it's worth the conversation, worth sending out a message.
Yeah, I think I get on at least like 2 calls a week talking to people that are trying to transition. A lot of them are transitioning teachers, but I've talked to individuals that are also just trying to pivot career paths in general. So I think it's helpful to just hop on a call with them. I'm always more than willing. I know you are as well. So I think that's also a good use of someone's time. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to check out all of our content on talentinsights.hirewell.com and follow us on LinkedIn for more content. Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.